telling on to myself for like the past minute, just being like, "Hey, yeah, STPL is back. The OBS crashed. It's not my overlay. My overlay is great." And apparently my brain froze as well because I did not realize I didn't actually press the. I nearly swore there, but didn't press the stream button. So that's certainly something. I do apologize for that, but we're back. Just gonna go quickly through the maps. I just did that already, but just to catch you guys up if you're just tuning in. Set 1 is going to be on Coliseum 2. Set 2 is going to be on Benzene. Set 3 on Icarus. Set 4 on Athena 2. And Set 5 on Katrina SE. Now, one of the jokes I was making was how ZS, I did call an IT support engineer. He came here, he just sat in my chair and just played Brood War, so that didn't really help. But that was me. So either way, just to go through who we're going to be watching today, and then we'll have a quick look at the ranking table for Group B. We're going to have DM on the left-hand side of your screen has done pretty well. They made it to the playoffs in round number 1. Didn't make there in round number 2. But we are back there once again. They're doing really well this round so far. They are 1 for 2, but realistically they're in a very strong group, and their opponent matching them currently on 1 for 2. It's going to be BWL, and our BWL one of the newer teams for round number 3. So that's why they don't have any stats from last round, which is fair enough to understand if you've been following the SCPL now. I noticed the view account's hopefully bugged and everyone didn't leave. No, it looks like it's back. Okay, so to have a quick look at the ranking table for Group B, we currently have Seoul and NetWars undefeated in the top 2 spots. DM and BWL, they are a little bit further behind. It's going to be a little bit harder for them to make it through, especially if Seoul Gaming and NetWars, I mean, if they never lose a game, if they never drop a set, then they are going to be guaranteed the top 2 spots. But DM and BWL are going to be fighting hard here. DM haven't had the best luck since round 1, unfortunately. But I know they do put a lot of effort into every single game they play. And that is going to be shown here as we introduce our first 2 players. We'll just have a quick look at the player table because we didn't see that before. Unfortunately, BWL, DM not making an appearance here. Tech would have been very close, or he would have been one of the top players in round 1, but unfortunately in round 2 he fell off just a little bit, and that's obviously paid off in ways that you can see. But the matchups we're going to be seeing today is going to be White versus Castle in a PvP, Vulture versus Bibogrape in a TBT, a ZVZ between Yaj and Herbmon, and a PvP between Quanwu and Kingdom. It's 4 mirrors. Hopefully this is not going to go like the Man in the Mirror fight in part 5 of JoJo's, and hopefully this should be amazing. Although then again, that was an amazing fight. Also the Mirror fight in part 3 was amazing too, so can't really complain too much. But we're going to head in to the game just after quickly introduce our players. I'll go through it quickly, I won't go into too much detail. But White, the clan leader of DM, Castle, used to be kind of a clan leader of IM, but dropped out. Hasn't done too well so far. He actually did play last round for Ash. And they're going to be playing on Coliseum 2. Now, Coliseum 2, a very cool 4-player map. In PvP, this should be kind of interesting. We've only had 1 PvP here so far. But looking forward to seeing exactly how this is going to play out. So let's head on over. And let's get started with game number 1. Between DM White and BWL's Castle. And not much Earth Dragon. Nice to see you here, man. Hopefully you enjoy the stream. We've still got 5 more games to go, possibly. Max 5, possible 4. Not too sure. Not sure if there's an age match. So without further ado, let's get into the game. I know it's been a big break, so let's get started. And as I mentioned, PvP, 10 people turned off the stream, but you plucky lot still here are going to have a fun game here. DM White is very good at PvP, so is Castle. We're going to have it in the top right-hand position, spawning here in the orange. It is going to be BWL's Castle. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom left-hand position in the red, fighting for DM. It's going to be their captain. It's White. And I tell you the weirdest thing is when I try and cast DM versus White Clan and White plays. It is the most confusing thing possible for me. Now, we do have red versus orange, which realistically isn't the best color combination for a desert map, but red sticks out a little bit more. It could be worse, it could be orange. Orange versus yellow is, oh sorry, it could be yellow. Orange versus yellow is like incredibly bad on desert maps. It's one of the only problems with like liking orange as a color. Okay, so we're going to have a gateway first coming in for Castle. He's actually going to go for 2 gate. Meanwhile, White is actually going to go for a Nexus first. 12 Nex in PvP. I've not seen Sail in a long time, but Sail is, or DM White is channeling his inner Sail here. Can he make this work? This is going to be a very, very, very difficult thing to hold. I mean, it is up a ramp. That does give him a little bit of a benefit. He can actually wall off as well. But he's going Gateway, he's not going Forge. Oh no, this could be so, so bad. We're going to have 2 pylons worth of Zealots coming in here, of course. And Castle is going to get the quick scout. Now, it's going to be 2 gates behind this, maybe. With perfect micro, he can hold off against this, but it's going to be so hard. Castle is very, very good with the Zealot micro. I've actually played a lot with Castle in the past on IC Cup. He was way higher level than me back then, and he's got even stronger. Now, I'm not going to count DM White out. We've seen some crazy things happening, but, I mean, White is not going to know about the Zealot. The Zealot is actually avoiding the middle of the map as well to block across Scout. So this is very, very clever by Castle. Now, we are going to have the first Zealot coming in. The second Zealot going to be coming in behind this as well. He's actually going into gas behind this too. This is money he badly needs to be spending on Zealots, badly needs to be spending on pylons. He needs a second pylon. Now this probe, oh no, the probe is going to be scouting in the wrong direction as well. He sees the extra Zealots coming in though, and he still doesn't react. He's too busy worrying about the Zealot and probe in his main. It looks like Castle may have done enough here. White with a very nice probe drill though, getting a lot of damage down on that first Zealot. I mean, this is going to be the part of the problem. We're on dynamic lighting, so... wait, it's not called dynamic lighting, it's called like, I can't remember what it's called, the option, but it's going to be 2 Zealots against 3. One of the Zealots has been heavily damaged, but good micro from both players so far. Going to have a shield barrier coming in behind this. This is going to help DM White exponentially, as long as he can get over there. A nice bit of control there is going to get him with his third Zealot. It's going to be 3 versus 3 for now. Another shield battery coming in as well. We see this shield battery being used. Wait, this is an offensive shield battery. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. What the hell? But there we go. Looks like we are going to have a shield battery for both players. Obviously, we are going to have a bit of an advantage here for Castle, as he does have that 2 Zealot advantage. Now, good usage of the shield battery for both players so far. But is this going to work out? Good micro here by both players, actually. I'm really, really impressed. Now, if White can hold on here, he is going to have an insurmountable advantage. But he's down in supply. He's going to be building a second shield battery right now. I can't even tell how many Zealots there are for both players. Oh, it looks like this could be the tipping point. There's 7 Zealots against 2. They're going to be hugging this shield battery for warmth. They're going to have to do what they can. The probes have been pulled as well. Second shield battery coming in for Castle. I have a feeling this is going to be a highlight game. This is nothing but PvP micro, and it looks like it's going in favor of Castle now. The tipping point has been reached. There's more Zealots heading on over. Back at home, he's still building Zealots, and it looks like that was GG. DM White taps out, and Castle wins the game in 5 minutes, 3 seconds. And you want to know why that's great? Because all my highlight videos are 5 minutes. So I've got a full game I can use as a highlight video that I don't actually need to cut out, so that's kind of cool. Thank you, Castle. But that's obviously going to be the end to game number 1. We're going to be heading into game number 2, which is going to be a TBT on Benzene between Vulture, and I believe it's Babo Grape, but his name in game is Chuckles, so I'm gonna call him Chuckles because Chuckles is a good name. So I'll be back in just a minute. See you guys very soon.